Hi everyone, Grey Power 60 here. Right now I am doing these cute tea bag holders. This idea, of course, is from Amber on Lyric Lover 810. I did these last year, but I didn't do them fancy. I kind of just cut them out and put them up. But as I'm getting a little bit more experienced with things and how to dress them up a little bit, I just wanted to show you a few of the tea bag holders that I made. And then when we open this up, and I just have it attached at the edge here. Now I won't pull it open too much. Inside I have stamped a little tree, and on this side is some green tea. I have two teas that I'll be selling, green tea and chamomile. Those are the two that I have to offer, hopefully. Now I have more trouble with bows than anything else, and I don't know why I have so much trouble with those little bows. And I want them small because I want it to look like a cute little package. Anyway, so this is what I'm up to. You can make from an 12 by 12 package, you could make three of these little bags here. And I have got all kinds of paper. I really like this pattern. I've got it in pink. It's kind of all the coffee pots. And I've got it in blue. And I only had 2 sheets of each. So I was a little, I'm going to think I'm going to have to go and see if I can get more. However, that's what I am up to tonight. I'm having a late night cup of tea while I do the tea bags. Now the paper on the 12 by 12, you can get 3, and it measures 3 3/4 by 9 3/4, and then you score it at 3 1/4, and then I flip it around at 3 1/4. So that is what I'm doing. I just finished scoring these. And get rid of this. Oh, my room is such a mess. I have so much stuff. So what I've decided to use, I think this is Martha Stewart, if I'm not mistaken. I'm using this punch, border punch, because I really like the way it turns out. So that, now I'm afraid it's going to shake my camera. So all I'm doing is, whoops, sorry guys. All I'm doing is putting the border around. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have finished doing the trim around, the next thing I'm going to do is cut my portion here that I want the tea bag to show in there, and then that'll be folded like that. So I'm just going to cut these on an angle, and it's totally up to you how much of an angle you want to cut. I kind of just eyeball it, and because I've done a few of these, you know, they're kind of cool. And I save these. I save all these little pieces for later on. Now what I'm going to do, because it has no effect on my stamping, I'm going to use my BTG gun and just glue these down. 1, 2, 3. There we go, and I'll fold that down. And fold this one down. Just going to use my bone folder a little bit there. And the last one. So I'm kind of doing everything in threes. Just like to burnish this a little bit just to make sure that the adhesive stays. There we go. Okay, so those are the three that I have. So now when I put my tea, I have one left in this package, but I'll get some more. Put that in. I push it down enough and over enough so that the top is not showing when I close it. Okay, so we'll keep that out. The next thing I'm going to do, I think I'm going to need some new inks because mine are old and they're starting to dry up. The other thing I did, I better do that while I have a chance, is I used my 2-inch punch, my 2-inch hole punch, the round one, and 1, 2, oops, 3, and we'll put that over there for later. So I've got my 2-inch circles here, and I've got my stamp, and I'll show it to you in a second here. Yeah, my ink is, I'm going to have to get some new ink. I don't really have that many, but, oops, almost had it going upside down. And it says, share the warmth of the season. I thought that was cute. I don't really have a lot of stamps that I can use for a lot of these things. Most of them are big. So I tried to find one that was, like I have, what I'd really like to get is the stamp that has the teacups. They're hard to find, you know, like have a cup of tea on me and stuff, and I don't really want to order it right now. Oh, silly me. I need my ink again because I also want to stamp the inside and let it dry before I go on here. So I'm just stamping anywhere at all, just to give it a little prettiness inside. Oops, you see that? So that's what I'm doing now. And one more. There we are. Okay, so we're done with the inking, and we're going to put that away for now. The next thing I'm going to do, now that the stamp is dry, I'm going to attach my sentiment here, and what I've been doing on them is cutting them down, and because I want a little dimension, I've been using my square pop-up things here, whatever they're called, pop-up adhesives, and I put 3 of them on there. While I have it out, might as well do all 3. One more. There we go. We'll put that away. Oof. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is take these off. And put them on the tea bag holder. And I try and put it in a spot. This one turned out pretty good because I can put it right in between the teapots or the coffee pots, whatever. I try to put them in the same spot, but it doesn't always work. Okay, let me finish this and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have got the pop-up, I like the dimension on this. So now that that is done, I'm going to use this ribbon I got at Michael's. It was nice and thin, 89 cents for the spool. And I thought that was good. And I'm cutting them about 9 inches, roughly. Because they're just small little bows, but it gives me a little bit of room. There we go. So I got those 3. Oops. And what I've been doing is trying to, I'm using this scraper with the poker thing, I don't know what it's called, to poke a small hole because I do not have a small hole punch. I've only got a big hole punch and it just wouldn't work for this. So now what I'm doing is just taking the fine point and poking the thread through the hole, and sometimes it doesn't cooperate. So I poke it through that hole. Now this is the hard one usually. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Sorry about the camera angle. It's the only one that I have, the only angle that seems to work. Oh, I need my tea bag. So we'll put the tea bag in there like that. Push it in nice. And get my ribbon kind of even, equal. And tie a little bow, which I am not really good at, but I keep trying. Come on. Always got to start over. I don't know whether it's because the ribbon's so small or my nails are too long. There we go. Come on. I'm trying to do a bow. Always when you're on camera, you can never do them properly, right? And I want a tiny bow because this is a cute little package. So I don't want the bow too much. And then I just cut off the excess ribbon. And there we have it. And that is my version of Lyric Lover, of Amber's tea bag holder or tea bag packet. But I just thought that was cute, and I like the dimension on it, and I like the little bow. So I'm going to use those in my craft fair, and hopefully I'm going to sell them for $1 each, so I'm hoping they'll sell out. We shall see. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.